Ouch. I shot the nurse a glare as he tended to my wounds. It was odd how this was an all-girls school, yet most of the staff were male. You should be more careful next time, he added with a stern expression. I rolled my eyes. Yeah, as if I'm the one who caused all the trouble. You're new here. You don't yet understand how things work at this school. He handed me a tube of ointment. Apply this to your wounds every night before bed. What's your name? I asked as I took the ointment. It's not your concern, he replied. Well, thank you, Mr. It's not your concern, I replied and rose from my seat. I was about to leave when a girl walked in and greeted the nurse with a smile. I wasn't sure if this guy was really a nurse, given that he was dressed more like a professor. If he was a professor, why was he tending to my wounds? Strange. Hey, the girl who entered called out to me, so I turned around with a blank expression. You're new, right? And so? I replied. The girl smiled and approached me, sizing me up and chuckling. District 1 or 2? She inquired. X, I replied. The girl appeared shocked by my answer, taken aback. You don't look like you're from District X, stranger. Are you messing with me? She asked and reached out to touch my hair, which prompted me to swat her hand away. Feisty, I see. I turned to leave, but the girl yanked my hair, pulling me back into the infirmary. I thought the guy would intervene, but he just watched. Don't turn your back on me while I'm talking to you, she shouted and slapped me again, causing me to stumble. I clenched my fists, but I saw the guy shaking his head as if to warn me not to retaliate. I decided to follow his lead, as I was unfamiliar with this school's hierarchy. Stop it, mind. Let her go this time. She's new and doesn't know who you are, the guy finally spoke. Mind sighed and rolled her eyes before leaving the infirmary. Billy, the guy said as he helped me stand. I'm not Billy, I responded, pulling away from him. My name's Billy. I'm a history professor here. The nurse passed away yesterday, and since I had no other duties today, I decided to take over here, he explained. I didn't ask for your life story. I just want to know your name, I said, rolling my eyes. Billy chuckled and nodded. You're quite feisty, aren't you? I bet you weren't like this when you met Becky. I've already met her. Where do you think I got these bruises and wounds? She's a real troublemaker, a bully, and a total jerk, I exclaimed, unable to contain my anger any longer. Relax. Becky is the school president. Everyone knows her, and everyone fears her. That's why no one wants to be her assistant. She's known to get rid of them whenever she deems them useless. Billy looked me in the eyes. Don't act tough in front of her, or she might select you as her next target. Target? Like a massacre or something? I chuckled. Is she mentally unstable? She calls her assistants Carnage because they're the ones who carry out her orders and often have to get their hands dirty, Billy explained, averting his gaze. I suppose you don't believe me. Who would believe that a seemingly young girl has been involved in so much harm? Why not report her to her parents? I asked, still struggling to grasp the situation. You don't know the Armstrongs from District I? Billy inquired, and I shook my head, causing him to chuckle. They own this school and provide financial support. They run this place like their personal fiefdom, so I doubt Becky's parents would intervene. Damn it, I cursed under my breath. One last question. Is Becky a psychopath? Billy was taken aback by my question and chose not to respond, returning to his desk. Did I cross a line? It was just a question. He could have said yes or no. Since he remained silent, I guessed it was a yes. No sane person would commit such crimes. Killing people to satisfy their thirst for blood? That was insane. I'm leaving. Thanks for the information. I called out to Billy before infirmary. However, as soon as I closed the door, I found Becky standing right in front of me, arms crossed and wearing a sly grin. There she is, my new Carnage, she said with a grin.